The Putty Cats stunk, Bill.
I know.
They were very, very bad.
Smelt like a polecat.
The Daisy Thomas Cup, if you don't mind, is the only player to play 100 games for both clubs. Have I told you that before?
No, you have told me.
Okay,
every week.
Wetter than an Otters pocket up there, playing against the Giants. Yeah. That means it was very wet.
Yeah, wet.
You know, Otters that go in there. Yeah.
G'day, punters. Welcome to Chewing the Fat. And Daisy, how good is having footy back, my friend?
It is, Bill. It's fantastic. Week 1 is in the books, and this week 2, look at this. How big is this going to be? Carlton taking on Collingwood. The Daisy Thomas Cup, if you don't mind, is the only player to play 100 games for both clubs. Have I told you that before?
No, you have told me.
Okay,
every week.
Okay.
And 75,000 people will be there. This is fantastic. Carlton going $2. Collingwood $1.85 favourites.
Which is interesting because I think if you go off the form of the first week, the Blues played the better football. Collingwood, where are they kicking their goals from? They only kicked 7 last year. They kicked 50 points or less on 8 occasions. Scoring is a real conundrum down there for Nathan Buckley. And although it's only going to be round 2, one of these coaches is going to be under some pressure if they do fall zip and 2, unless there's a draw.
Maybe. Do you send Darcy Moore forward? I know he's a superstar down back, but he might kick you a few.
He might. He can certainly clunk it. He was unbelievable. If he wasn't there the other night, they would have lost by a large, large margin against the Western Bulldogs. I'm not sure what you do, because if you do that, you've got to fill the hole that then he leaves, and they'll be scored against heavily the other way. No,
I like Carlton at $2, but what about this? The elite odds, Patrick Cripps and Scott Pendlebury there to combine for 55 or more disposals. 55 or more. They'll get that. They're 2 superstars. You get $4 at PointsBet.
How good's that? And Pendles needs to lift. He was actually pretty average, and very rarely do you say that about the superstar, the Rolls Royce, so I'm sure he'll be out for a big one.
$4 there only at PointsBet. What about this game down at GMHBA down there at Geelong? Do they need to win, the Pussycats? And so do Brisbane. The Cats $1.60 faves here, and both were upset losers last week.
The Putty Cats stunk, Bill.
I know.
They were very, very bad.
Smelt like a polecat.
Yeah, more like that than a Putty Cat. To be 40-odd points down against Adelaide, who we sat here the week before and said, I'm not sure if they would ever get a win. So that was unimpressive. And then the night game was Brisbane taking on the Swans. They were 30-odd points as well. So, look, the form lines aren't great. You probably have to kick the Putty Cats down there. Well,
you do. Down at home, of course, $3 here for Hawkins and Danaher to combine for 4 or more goals. Danaher kicked a couple last week. Tomahawk needs a big game at home, so I like that. $3. Very nice. A bit like that moustache there. Indeed. Now, our next game, have a look at this one. St Kilda, they were good considering who was out, and they take on Melbourne, who are OK also. So a good game, this one, at Marvel.
Yeah, this should be an absolute cracker, Bill. Under the roof, you'd expect it to be high-paced, very fast, frenetic football, which we love to see. The Saints, they were impressive. They went up there in the slog. It was wetter than an Otters pocket up there, playing against the Giants. That means it was very wet.
Yeah, wet.
You know, Otters that go in there. And they were good to get the job done. They had a cast of thousands out, and they got the job done. And Melbourne, well, they were good enough against an inexperienced Fremantle side. Did
enough, didn't they? Have a look at this one. The elite odds here, $3 for Clayton Oliver and Christian Petrarca. Have a look at that head. They've got to combine for 60 or more disposals, Daisy, and only at PointsBet you get $3 for that.
That looks like Hugh Greenwood, who plays for the Gold Coast Suns.
He does indeed. Oh, the doggies. Oh, they're quick hands, quick feet. They're going beautifully at the minute after round 1. $1.60 faves here against the West Coast Eagles at Marvel. The Dogs will love this game.
They certainly will. I think West Coast makes some pretty good value there. $2.35. They'll get a lot of good service. You just got to quell that midfield of the Bulldogs. They've got stars everywhere. Dunkley, Bontempelli, Hunter, add Treloar to the mix.
Look at that one. Adam Treloar and Timmy Kelly. $2.50. They've got to combine for 60 or more disposals. Kelly in some good form, and Treloar was OK last week. Oh, I like the doggies there. And that is an unbelievable elite odds, only a PointsBet. And, of course, the AFL early payout days.
Yes, the big Shaq, there he is. Lead at 3/4 time, you win. That's on all matches, rounds 1 to 4. How good is that?
Yes, indeed, Daisy. Very good indeed, as is the Fat and Skinny of the Week. We love this one, Days, and let's have a look at it here. Oh, Fat's got for you. The Western Bulldogs like them this week on a fast track. 40 points or more they'll win by. Carlton to defeat Collingwood, and Andrew McGrath, who's a very good player, to have 29 disposals or more. $30 for the Fat this week.
And I've got Scotty Pendlebury and Paddy Cripps to both have 12 or more touches in the first half. Harry Mackay to kick a goal at any stage or more than a goal. $2.75. Treat yourself to that for a little skinny one on Thursday night.
Very skinny indeed. Hey, well done, Daisy.
Thank you, mate.